Finally. There, I'm gonna go mute myself here in the Discord, and you are go.
Awesome. Awesome. Hello and welcome to Super Metroid Any%. This is a really, really awesome run, which has been pushed down a lot by many people over the years. We are going to be running the natural boss order, killing the bosses in the same order that you'd normally kill them in your first playthrough. And yeah, this is going to be a good time. Hopefully we can put on a good show. So we are super excited about this. I hope that everybody else out there is as excited as we are. So we're going to start by damaging ourselves down, getting hit by Ridley's tail 5 times. That will trigger this cutscene. And we're going to try and escape Ceres as quickly as possible. And you'll notice Samus's arms flailing around wildly. Each time we do that, we gain 1 pixel. So that actually does save time. Things froze? In that case, as soon as we get onto planet, we will be pausing this. Are we still getting audio? And it looks like we are back. So let's go. So yeah, specifically what was happening was exploit was requiring us to stream with a stream key. And we were successfully able to go live with a stream key and open the stream in VLC, but without a stream key, exploit just wouldn't let us go live, so first time experiencing that. Just keep going. So what you saw there in the climb was a trick called Moonfall. If you with Moonwalk, you can do a very specific fall, and that will allow you to get uncapped falling speed. And that saves about 4 seconds in that room. There's gonna be a few more in the run. Coming up here is the pit room in reverse. This is it looks easy, but it's way harder than it looks. And this is one of the rooms that you can try if you want to. This is one of the rooms if you want to try to, if you want to get an appreciation for just how difficult this game is. This is one of the most technical rooms, getting up here as fast as possible. What we're doing is ledge grabbing. We are expanding our hitbox every time in spin jump. The hitbox is smaller, so we expand our hitbox, and through expanding our hitbox, we are able to. Through expanding our hitbox, we are able to snap to the ledge every time, and that is one of the core movement techs of the game. That was actually really bad. We're gonna have to farm for more missiles now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open with 6 shots, shoot up, and then do a horizontal shot. What? Guess we missed a shot somewhere in there. So we're coming up on a trick called Alcatraz Escape. Right here. It is a really awesome trick. The trick to that is that once you do a wall jump to morph, you only have to hit down once. Here we're going to do a very specific setup. We're going to hit angle down there to do an arm pump. And that's going to let us kill all of those. Wrong buttons. So shooting these pirates actually does save frames. Each time we shoot a pirate, it'll cause the pirates to put their claw up, which will extend their hitbox forward. And extending the hitbox forward will save some frames. Early supers mock ball. We are going to do a trick called fast morph ball to sneak into early supers. And this is going to let us skip spore spawn. So coming up after this, we are going to be heading directly. The next stop is charge beam. Hello, AJ. Hello, everyone. Those things do 50 damage, so it is very good that we didn't get hit. In spin jump, you can actually grab an item from 8 up to 8 pixels away. So we do that there, and that allows us to grab the item, the missiles, a little bit earlier. Coming up here, we're gonna do a mock ball, and we're gonna do a deboost at the end of the room and then use the iframes to sneak through the end of the room, like so, sneaking directly through that hopper. We want to let go of the charge shot before we hit the ground, so the charge shot holds our forward momentum. And then at the end of this room, we're gonna do a mock ball, so we can set up the next room very well to bomb. In the next room, we're going to do a deboost off the bat to get through it as fast as possible. Those things did not grab us, but in the next run, GaymerX, we're going to get grabbed by all of those. So coming up is a trick called a Crade Quick Entrance. We're going to shoot 3 supers to try and open the entrance so we don't have to stop at all. And coming up, and we're going to be coming up on Crade very shortly. We're going to use 2 supers and 2 missiles and 3 supers to do the Crade Quick Entrance. Not the Crade Quick Entrance, the Crade Quick Kill. And that is a trick which is surprisingly difficult, so something that we're going to go for and hope that we get, but don't be disappointed if we do miss it. So we're going to place a bomb here to put us on the right X pixel. The X pixel is surprisingly important here, because it does affect how the missiles hit Crade, so having a consistent setup is really useful. And we nailed it. Those are not, that is not the ammo drops that we really wanted here, but we'll take it. So the bomb jump setup for that actually is something which came out of Punk's blindfolded run. So that's a really, really awesome example of something that was invented for a blindfolded run, which actually is used by basically everybody in an any percent run now. How long have we been running this? About 2.5 years now. About 2.5 years. This is an amazing mock ball to get. This is an amazing, amazing, amazing mock ball to get. Yes, we are incredibly satisfied with our progress, especially recently. Over the last month, so far this year, we've cut out down over a minute from our time, and we just are in the process of switching to new route, which is much more dangerous, and where it takes some people multiple months to finish their first run, because it's just so easy to die. Yep, a minute. Honestly, the last month we've been pushing really hard to play a bunch, and our time has really, really gone down. So we're going to be picking up the missiles right outside there, and these missiles are a safety that you drop if you're going for a world record, but that you would never not get in a race. And if you skip these missiles, you can save about 5 seconds, but you add a ton of RNG to the game. So it's definitely not recommended. Nobody skips that unless you're going for within a minute of the world record. A top 5 time usually. So coming up Cathedral, we're going to be doing a mockball into a pseudo screw, which is actually a really, really beautiful room. The movement in that room is not easy. It's a wonderfully, wonderfully awkwardly shaped room, which leads to a mess of movement. Bubble Mountain coming up here is one of the trolliest rooms in the game. King Cack at the top can easily snipe you. So there are 100 in a 100% item run. There are 100 fanfares at 6 seconds each. And does that come out to 15 minutes? 100 times 6 seconds? Times 7 seconds? Yeah, that's pretty close to 15 minutes. So because we're running old route, we're going to be heading up to Fantoon after we pick up Wave. You're going by what you heard 3 years ago? So we're going to do one. We may actually do a second farm here to make this less RNG dependent. Yeah. That is definitely not the ammo count that we want, but we take whatever we can get. So the wave theme here is a wonderfully awkward beam in this game. As it goes, it actually gets wider and narrower. So what you saw there, and with us shooting it straight down, when you hold down, your hitbox is actually as small as it gets, which allows you to grab ledges better. But unfortunately, we shot the super down when we didn't want to. So coming up here, we're going to shoot the door with a wave beam. Done correctly, it actually does save time. So right now, we're going to kill 5 Novas along the way, and we need one of them to give us a super. Otherwise, we have to take a 2-second time loss to farm an extra cac. So one of the next really, really tricky rooms that's coming up is the red tower. At the top of the red tower, we are going to be attempting a down grab. And the top of the red tower is a really, really trolly part of the game. And the top of the red tower is why people normally when people are learning the game, they get Ice Beam first. Because Ice Beam first is intended strat, and it just allows you to freeze the rippers. But instead, we're going to be dodging all the rippers and just trying to get up as fast as possible. So those yapping mods are the preview for Gay%. See, this is the really difficult trick at the top. And unfortunately we miss it, but that's not the end of the world. We've missed it a million times and know the backup. Gay% is grab by every yapping ma. Grab by all yapping ma's. Original name was grab by every yapping ma, but that name didn't make it Gay%, so it had to be changed. And that is us forgetting the extra farm that we need, so. We're going to be much more RNG dependent for Fantoon, because we need a super. That was some elevator RNG. Which is actually a thing. If you're standing halfway on an elevator, then you will actually then hitting up actually has a 50-50 chance of taking you up. If you're standing all the way in the elevator, there's no elevator RNG, but there actually is one. There actually is some RNG. There was one time a couple weeks ago where we actually got 1 in 128k RNG on an elevator. It was absurd. Yeah, so the way that Super Metroid's RNG function works is that it actually advances every single frame. So, it's basically impossible to RNG manip Super Metroid. As for badness of Super Metroid's RNG, the RNG function 99% of the time goes even odd, even odd, even odd. So that results in some very rare Phantoon patterns. Excellent, excellent Phantoon round 1. Yes, we got it! We got it! That was an air Doppler finish. That was an air Doppler finish. Most of the time when we go for that, we just die. We just lose the run, but that was an amazing, amazing Phantoon. By far the best part of this run so far. We are incredibly, just for that alone, we are incredibly happy with this run. So this is a really cool set of shots and jumps here. We're trying not to shoot out a specific block, so we can just roll over there, and that actually saves about half a second, which is absolutely, absolutely amazing, and we love it. So the next tricky room, the main shaft, Speed Booster adds some of your horizontal run speed to your jump height, which makes these jumps incredibly tricky not to overshoot. And then the attic is going to be a really, really, really pretty strat. So just watch. Incredibly, incredibly difficult to do this strat, but really cool when we can get it. Such a gorgeous strat. And that saves health and a power bomb because you aren't sparking. This segment has the wrecked ship has been absolutely wonderful for us. Definitely one of our best wrecked ships. Thank you for the luck. This wreck shift has been absolutely, absolutely amazing. We even got the bowling spark. So after this, we're going to be picking up gravity. And this is a 30-second cutscenes. So we're going to be picking up gravity, and then we're going to be heading straight to Meridian Dragon. And we have all the resources we need. We have all the power bombs we need. All the health we need, all the supers we need. So we're gonna shoot down because we can run through gravity. And if you run through gravity and run through that door without picking up gravity, that's a multi-minute time loss. So here's a moonfall, which is uncapped falling speed again. Fortunately, the door bonk means that we don't get to show you the moat ball, which is a really pretty trick. This health is really, really, really good. That power bomb drop is actually really good. So coming up here, we're gonna farm one of the cacks, and then not the other one. In the hellway here, we're gonna do some very specific deboosts to not get eaten by the Samus Eater. We're gonna try another Moonfall here. Didn't work, but that's fine. We are absolutely loving this health and ammo. Yep, there are so many marathons, and it's super important to take care of yourself and know your limits and what you can pull off. And we got the frame perfect jump, so we're gonna fly right up to the ledge. Spark up Bubble Mountain because we have, or Mount Everest because we have so much health. And coming up is our next boss, the Sea Snake, with the worst hitbox in the game. And this is just gonna be. So we're gonna try and open with an X Factor, and hopefully we can hit it. It is very easy to miss, but we really hope that we can hit it and get a really awesome segment. That short charge barely worked, but let's go. Unfortunately, that missed super. So coming up is another trick called the full halfie. We're gonna try and spark it the full way across the Colosseum. And that is a really tricky trick, so hopefully we can pull it off. There's about a 50% chance that we can pull it off here, so let's hope we can do it. Nope, door bonk, that's not it. Unfortunately, we shot a bit too late, so we hit the door. But that happens. It's an incredibly tricky trick. So we're gonna try and use we're gonna use short charges here, a technique which lets you charge a Shine Spark in less space than you're supposed to. And we're gonna try and kill Dragon on 3 sparks plus an X Factor. And let's hope that we can pull this one off. And in our splits, our early game is absolutely amazing, so having a time like this in a marathon run is really good. 2 sparks good. And that's Dragon. We're gonna try and get a flash shoot. Probably not gonna be able to get it, but nope. No luck. So this blue suit is going to let us spark across the Colosseum on the way back with a reverse halfie, so that is going to save some time. We've practiced this boss kill for hours. Everybody's practiced that boss kill for hours. Everybody. Everything in this game is super tricky and nothing is free. So 1 super is the bare minimum that we can have here and actually get everything. Because we need to exit Cack Alley too with... We need to exit the next room with 4 supers. Which is exactly what we're going to be able to do. So coming up is a plasma room, which is one of the most awkward rooms in the game. So you have to kill stuff on the left, kill stuff on the right, and then exit. And just everybody hates the room. And what we're working on is gonna be one of the best strats. So that powerbomb will hit the 2 pirates on the wall once, so they will die in 1 shot, but every other pirate needs 2 shots, so let's kill these. That was a really good plasma room. That was a really good plasma room. Up until the very end, everything went right. Yes, we are a speedrunner. Ugh. So in the next room, we're gonna try and exit holding a charge shot so we can kill the Avir in the next room. Just to get it out of the way so we don't get booped by it and lose our run speed. So we're almost full missiles, which is a good thing, because if we're full missiles after Ridley, we're gonna get 50% more health drops, which is really good. Next up, we're gonna try and grab the ice beam. And then we're gonna be making our way straight into Ridley. So let's bring this run home. We will gladly take that health and ammo. That extra super means that we have a chance that it's safe for us to miss a super. Because we need that a few rooms before Ridley. Let's see if we can get the space jumps across here. And we get them. An excellent ice escape. That mock wall is incredibly tricky. You have to start it in the previous room. If you start it in the room with the ice gate, it will not work. Because your speed briefly drops to 0 while you're doing that. So we're headed directly into Lower Norfair. And we're gonna head straight to Ridley. We're gonna do a moonfall here. And we actually have to be holding down when we hit the ground in order to fix the door transition. Which is something we haven't talked about yet. But every time you go through a door, the game needs to center it before it actually lets you through the door. The game needs to center the door before it actually lets you through the door. So a part of speedrunning this game is memorizing all the doors that need to be fixed and exactly which height to jump through them at. And we're still on a 47 pace, which is amazing. We're on a 47 pace, which is really, really good. short charged for the pillar room. Short charge looks good. Short charge sounds good. In the worst room, we're gonna abuse the pirate changing hitbox again. Hit the pirate exactly once. If we hit the pirate twice, it dies. Here we're gonna space jump going downwards, which is a tricky trick. But this room is wonderfully set up. This lower north here is going amazingly. This run is really good, especially for a marathon run. If everything keeps going this well, this is definitely a marathon PB. Best run we've ever had in a marathon. Did not want to take that hit, but oh well. So we're gonna do a tricky trick here to kill the pirates. Fortunately, just missed it. So coming up into the powerhouse room, we're gonna try and get run speed and space jump through the entire next room with that run speed. Didn't work, but it's a good attempt. So Ridley is going to take 20 shots. 20 shots, and then Ridley, and then we have a dead dragon. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that is a very dead dragon. Shots. And we're full missiles going into that, so we got 50% more health drops, which is really good. That was really close, but we successfully pulled that off. That speedball saves seconds, so it's really important. With Plasma Beam, we can just hitbox through enemies, so you're gonna watch us use a Plasma Beam to clip through these key hunters. While the enemy is flashing from the Plasma Beam hit, you can actually just run through it. Pseudo Screw to dodge the Namihe shots. And kill those rocks. So we're at 8 supers, which is actually really good going to Torian. Because we basically need to leave with full ammo. So we're going for the triple here. Ah! Heck. Hello. So we're not as thrilled with our health anymore, but this is still plenty. This is still plenty of health. So the main risk here is the first Metroid room, We use a grouping strat where we get three of the Metroids on us at once, so we can kill them all at the same time. And if we do it wrong, we can just die, because we won't be able to get the Metroids off of us. So we're really hoping that we do it right. Especially with how good this run is. This has just been a really, really excellent run. I'm ready to go. This jump is no longer frame perfect. We can just use space jump to buffer it more easily. Like so, and to get up to the ledge. And we are straight on our way to Torian. Twelve Metroids and Key Hunter getting in our way. So coming up in the parlor, we're going to be doing 2 space jumps, and then a speed ball to break the blocks. And we're going to also try and mock ball out a Terminator, the next room. There's that, wonderfully done. And now let's try and get the mock ball out of this room. Unfortunately, hitting down a little bit too early. Didn't actually get the super that dropped, and no health drops, so that's not quite what we were looking for. Still a 47, a very, very low 47 pace. This run has the potential to be in our best 5 runs ever. So this is a very, very, very good showcase. So there's 2 places that we can still die. We have safety saves, but there are 2 places where we can die. And one of those is the first Metroid room. The other one is Mother Brain. Mother Brain has an attack which can just one-shot us, so we have to try and not get hit by that. Because we get 3 Metroids on us at once, when that goes wrong, it can go really wrong. We're at full supers, which means that we can just use supers here, which is awesome. Those were not the super drops that we're looking for, but we have a 99% chance of being able to get at least 1 more super, which is all that we need. Oh, cool, and we even do exit with full health. Wonderfully gotten through that room. So coming up here is Baby Skip, a trick which, if we miss it, costs us 20 seconds. So here's to hoping that we can pull this off. The baby that we saw Ridley stealing from series is now a little bit bigger, and is going to try and eat us. And succeeds at eating us. So now, instead of a low 47, this is going to be a mid 47. Still a wonderful pace. Just not quite the same pace that we had before. It happens. See, that's the trick. Whenever you run in a marathon, or you're on PB pace, you miss all the important tricks. We think we jumped too early for the second jump, which is what happened. That super almost missed. We're glad it didn't. That was actually really good that the turret hit us rather than the Rinka. That gives us a little bit extra health to work with. And now, this is the last point at which we can die. Mother Brain 1, or Mother Brain 2. 20 shots will do it, and... yeah, this is still an excellent, excellent pace. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How did we not get hit there? And that's it. All the pirates getting drunk in Space Realm. So, after 16 shots, Mother Brain will start shooting her catch-up beam. At that point, so that can one-shot you. So we have to be so we have to count the shots specifically to catch that transition. Because if we don't, then we just die. Rainbow beam incoming. Get your baby thumps ready in chat for one of the saddest moments in video game history. And coming up immediately after this will be a GaymerX run. "36 shots is all that it takes here. That was basically a flawless Mother Brain 3. A really, really, really good fight. And we are on pace for a 47-3x. So let's not mess this up. Let's not mess this up. We can do this. Let's not mess this up. It is a very, very good pace. This was an excellent run. The start was a bit rocky, but after that it just completely took off. One final spark in the game. Are we saving the animals? Are we saving the animals? Are we saving the animals? You kind of need to know now. Yes, we're saving the animals. Let's go. Saving the animals is winning by a lot. $260 to 20? Heck yes. Save those animals. And that is that, 4811. So in the interest of time, we are going to be switching over to GaymerX right away. So let's switch over to GaymerX. Actually, we need to use this save. And let's go. Thank you for the GGs. Now, GaymerX is a really, really interesting run. This run we do not actually have backup safety saves for, so we are going to be... So this is a partial category, so we actually start on the planet and do not do series. So we do not have safety saves for this run, so we will actually be taking safety saves. So this last run we did Kraid first. This run is actually going to do Phantoon first. Grab an early gravity suit. And then with an early gravity suit, we're not going to grab Varia at all. So in this game, the Varia suit, the only thing that Varia suit actually does is protect you from the rainbow beam. Other than that, protects you from the rainbow beam and the drain of the babies. Other than that, Varia suit does absolutely nothing if you have gravity suit. So, if it wasn't for the rainbow beam, people would just not even pick up the Varia suit. So the early game is basically the same. So after bombs, the world record route goes and does Gauntlet, which is directly above us, early. In our tests, we found that was not as consistent as we wanted it to be. So for marathon safety, and in any no reset run, we opt to do that after gravity. It's only a little bit slower, and we'd have to practice it a lot in order to actually get it to be faster. So the first bit of route divergence that you're going to see from the last run is when we go up the red tower rather than directly down. door bunk is actually good here because it lets us set up this room perfectly. Actually, the first bit of route divergence is that we're going to be killing every pirate here. Because we need to save the health for Phantoon. And for getting grabbed by the mods. So because we kill the pirates, we're gonna have to actually farm for more missiles here. So being full health is really important, because if you're at full health, these things will always drop missiles. If you're not at full health, they'll drop missiles half the time. That was a really creative way to do that room. So let's grab our supers and head directly up. And now Phantoon First is significantly harder than Kraid First, for two reasons. One, because it's really easy for Phantoon to just kill you. And the other reason beyond Phantoon just killing you is that with Phantoon First, you have to get across the moat. And you will see very soon what we mean by the moat. The moat is a room right before the wreck ship, which prevents a first-time player from getting across there. Very intentionally placed there, but it would not surprise us if Deer Force knew that people could get across with bomb jumps, with the correct bomb jumps. It would not surprise us at all if somebody found that during playtesting. And that was intentionally left there, so you could get, so a technical player could actually get across. So right here in the next room is the first bit of route divergence. We're going up rather than down. Nope. Red Tower is not an easy room, and that room just doesn't like us at all. So we're gonna go down and grab our first power bombs. And then we're gonna go up and get munched on a bit and grab our second power bombs. So we're gonna play this nice and safe. We're gonna ball under and just group them all to the right. And bounce. So these power bombs will make Gauntlet much easier later. So now we're getting grabbed for the first time. There are 17 mods in the game. And these are the first two to get grabbed by. We're gonna refarm this room, save, and then farm the room again, and that'll get us to full health. Or close to full health. Which is a really comfy place to be right here. It hasn't been a while since we have run this, and we've gotten significantly better, so it is possible that we will PB right here. Unfortunately, not health. Those power bombs are actually pretty worthless to us right now. Tried to dodge it. Didn't work. So now this is the moat. This is one of the trickiest rooms in this route. Didn't manage to turn around. As you can see in our PB, we spent quite a while here trying to get across. And there we go. We are 20 seconds ahead of our PB right now. We have been practicing that room quite a bit, so it's not surprising that we did better. So now we get to do Phantoon first. Because we don't have Varia, Phantoon's flames will actually do 40 damage each. So it is very possible to just die to Phantoon. And we'd say that this is a fight that you really can't do unless you have all 6 of Phantoon's, or all 12 of Phantoon's eye opens memorized. Because you really can't be taking extra hits here. So if you stand here and just crouch and just keep shooting that way, you can hit all the 6 of Phantoon's phase 1 eye opens. No. Very solid first round. Not a very good second round. But we think we're still on pace for a 3 round. Nope. We'll get the 4 round. Unfortunately getting a slow. So there's fast mids and slows. Phantoon will open his eye after 1, 6, or 11 seconds. And we got slow, fast, mid. We got 2 slows, a fast, and a mid. So pretty good. Not bad. Pretty average RNG. See, so we don't actually need those supers. At least we hope we don't need those supers. So coming up here is the new route, Attic. The Phantoon First Attic, which is actually a wonderful room. All the owls. We'll gladly take that. We'll gladly take that. Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, Gravity, we're still going to be on PB pace. So the next trick after this is going to be remembering to actually get grabbed by all the Maws. X-ray, below space laser, and plasma spark. Oh, come on. Well, we just broke our splits. Our auto splitter's really not liking this here. Can we still pretend that we're 5 minutes ahead? Because that sounds really awesome. This is just, the auto splitter is just broken and is not letting us unsplit. So the next split that we're gonna get is just the end of the game. Excellent wall jump climb there. And now this room is so much gentler when you have gravity. You can just kind of run through and tank everything, and lay those power bombs while you're grabbed. And there's an E-tank in the middle, which makes this even easier. So like, this becomes super safe, as is. If we try to run this earlier, this is a very dangerous place where you can easily die. So there's that. Gauntlet is done now. Wow, we've never done that that well before. We should have been killing some of those Maws, but so coming up here is going to let us refill our power bombs. And we think it might be slightly faster to go this way. But the main attraction here is the ship refill, which just solves all of our health problems. I'm gonna go back down to Red Tower and straight into X-ray. So we opened this door earlier to save a super. So coming up here is the good fun of the X-ray, of the start of X-ray damage boost. It's something that we have not practiced in a very long time, so it's going to be an adventure to see if we can actually pull it off. So here we go. Here we go. One time. Ah, shit. Heck. So now we've got a bomb jumper way up here, which is fine, it's just a bit slower. powerbomb to kill that, to get it out of our way so it doesn't knock us off. Good grab there. Good grab there. Ah, no, we did not want to take that hit. Okay, there we go. And we're good for X-ray. So we're gonna grab our health refill, and we're heading straight on to Meridia. And this is where supers actually do come into play. Because we are dependent on some drops now. Oh, have to remember to actually get grabbed by those. We've had a previous marathon where we just straight up forgot that. I had to come back to them later. Okay, so we actually have to use missiles on this door, because we don't have enough supers. But now we can just go. We actually do want to watch our health here. Our health actually can get low here if we make some mistakes. And this is just an awful room. Sand physics are horrendous. Sand physics are absolutely horrendous. Whoever decided to put sand physics in the game is awful. So here's the Meridia Maw room. This is one of the this is an important room to kill one of them in. Because if we don't kill one of them, then we get sucked down here. So we can actually split there. So here's the one bit of RNG, the other bit of RNG in the run, and why having that last super, and why we were concerned about supers. We are dependent on one super here. That was a really great jump through the room. One more room of Moz and Norfair. Luckily for... Actually, how many supers do we need here? I think we actually need 2 here. So let's farm to 2. 25% chance or so from these. There we have it, too. So we don't actually know the timing here. We don't know if we're still on PB pace or not. But we'll find out soon enough. That'd be really cool to get a PB here. just a few more rooms to go. So coming up here is a gate glitch. So hopefully we can get this really easily. There's a farm spot nearby, so if we miss it, it's not the end of the world. Yes, yes. This has a chance. This has a chance. We don't actually know what the timing is, but this has a chance of PBing. Last room of the game. 1. No. Okay, that's the PB gone. There we go. And time. So we were on PB pace going to the last room, but barely didn't make it. But this has been an awesome Gay% run. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that all of you enjoyed. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We hope that all of you enjoyed this as much as we did.
Hold up a minute, I gotta adjust something here.
It was wonderful. We got 2 really, really good runs, and it was a lot of fun, and we played really, really, really well, and it was super exciting. Thank you so much for having us.
Hey, I'm here.
Always a really important time.
I'll be playing. Oh, we're actually live right now. Oh, hi. I'm AJ the Retro Gamer, and I'm going to be playing Secret Agent. And my donation incentive is serenading all with the shit.
Nope, just thank you so much for this, and thank you for putting on the event. It's been a lot of fun. And good luck, AJ.